One of the reasons why you are not successful in business is because of this, the game. See, you can be the most talented YouTuber, photographer, videographer, graphic designer, coach, author, you name it. You can be the most talented basketball player in your neighborhood. But in order for you to join the big boys, the NBA, you need to understand how the game is played. See, in order for you to understand or learn the rules of the game, you need somebody that has played there before. Somebody that have learned and mastered the rules of the game to teach you that. And once you learn that, you will be able to be drafted. And here's what happens. After you drafted, you will get a coach that's gonna keep your amazing talent in check. See, you cannot just get on the field and do whatever you wanna do. Here's the sad reality. Talent alone is not enough for you to be successful in business. Having all the amazing equipment that you need to get the job done is still not enough for you to be successful. Now, when I say successful, I mean being able to consistently land premium clients. That's why I decided to create Content Creators University. Who am I? My name is JP Hightek. I am a global branding expert. I am also the founder and CEO of a media agency called Perfect Zone Productions. As a matter of fact, you are in one of my studios right now.
Hey, it's Tanya Smith here of Get Noticed with Video and Stream Like a Boss TV.
Hey everybody, my name is Michelle Singh. I'm from Miami, Florida, and I have an educational consulting firm.
Hey you guys, James Hicks here from Hicks New Media.
JP has an incredible presence. You know, when I go and I look people up and try to find out more about them, everything was stellar. Anything that you could find about JP showed that he was an upstanding gentleman, that he delivered amazing and beautiful visual presence, that he tells the truth and he is authentic and genuine. And all of those things made me say, yes, absolutely.
I just worked with JP Hightek from Perfect Zone Productions, and we spent the entire day together doing photos and video shoots for my rebranding of my company. And when I tell you the entire experience was amazing, it was amazing.
Right. I had the privilege of working with JP on some brand and media assets that I wanted worked on within my studio, and everything from the initial conversation to planning discussions to the constructive feedback and criticism that I was given from him was absolutely spot on.
I was all on it because I believed in him and I could see what he was capable of doing through the lens of others who have been on the internet that have been impacted by him and his truth. So I actually became a client of JP because he gave me truth. He said, you know what, I like your live stream. I enjoy the content. But the presence, what you're putting out there in terms of the professionalism of your live stream needs to match the level of the excellence of content that you're delivering. And when he said this, I paused for a minute and I thought, he's so right. So what did I do? I asked, can you help me? Can you and your team help me? And JP and his team created the most beautiful graphics. They were perfectly branded for me, for what I wanted to do with Stream Like a Boss. I find myself using them consistently and regularly in almost every live stream show that I do, and I often get compliments and people DMing and asking, who did your graphics? Who put that together?
This is me before JP.
And this is me after JP. Do I look awesome or what? I finally have correct colors. I'm human. Yes, I am human. I have the correct colors in the background, my regular purples that I can see with them. You know, I can see the purples. I can see the purples. So I'm really happy, JP, for you putting this together for me, this custom LUT. It took about 48 hours and it was really amazing customer service. So go ahead and get yours. This is Dr. Elo out.
And I thank him, I thank his team for what they've provided me. I definitely look forward to working more and closely with them in the future as my needs evolve. So I really just wanted to tell folks, if you're looking for someone to help you design, build either your website, media kit, some type of branding materials, definitely check out my man JP Hightek and his team. Appreciate you, man.
So if you're looking for photos, rebranding, video, commercials, anything I guess related to that media aspect and branding aspect of your company, I highly recommend Perfect Zone Productions. Not only did they provide the environment and the space for me to get the images and the videos that I needed done, but everything even down to the outfits and even down to the makeup was a part of the experience. And so if you're looking for somebody to just do it all for you and your company, as far as branding, Perfect Zone Productions, JP Hightek, that's who you need to contact.
We have the talent already. We have the motivation already. We have maybe the equipment that we need already. What else is there? Come and learn with me. Let me teach you the rules, the things that I had to learn to take my business to 6 figures. The day my company made $100,000, I understood how to apply those things. And once you learn how to apply those rules, you can 10x that. Now I'm able to take my podcast, Content Creators University, and I was able to land so many clients that last year, in a matter of 4 to 5 months, I was able to make the same 6 figures. You can do the same thing too. This is not rocket science. You just need to learn. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. This takes a lot of work. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You must be willing to do the job. See, here's the deal. Entrepreneurship means that you are willing to be working when everybody else is asleep. You're willing to put in 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Today, now is the time to put in the hard work. Work like none other so that later you can leave like none other. So if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to learn and apply, if you're willing to go through the courses, master classes, conference replays, materials, and everything that me and my team are about to give you in this private community, well, come join me. You have 2 options. You have the free option and you have the gold option. The gold is paid. Free is free. Regardless of which one you have, you will get major value, because there will be some things that you will not see anywhere. You're not gonna find it on YouTube, Facebook, anywhere else, but on this platform. So what I want you to do is go ahead and sign up today for free or join the Gold membership, and let's grow together. One thing that I always say is that the day you stop learning, you stop growing. So I'm looking for you to join so together we can learn, we can grow, and we can impact the world. Every day is another opportunity. See you soon.
Look, this is a man who is going to give you the honest truth, but not only that, he has just a wealth of knowledge and experience in the branding, digital marketing, media, visual entertainment space. There's no one that I would recommend more highly than him to be someone that partners with you to upscale your brand and to make sure that you show up in the stellar way that you want to show up, and even beyond what you can think of, because he has a vision. He can see what could be, and that's what I have appreciated so much, is the possibilities that he has opened up and expanded my thinking to really embrace.
Child, honey, I got so much to learn, but this was awesome to see the quality of production that actually can be had without having a TV studio or something like that, right? Like for me, I'm like, how can I get something that's high quality from this spot that I'm sitting right here, which is my office, and make it look good, sound good, and the quality be like studio quality. So I am thoroughly impressed, hands down.
I got to tell you, there are a lot of people who talk about how JP puts things together and they look so slick and polished. What I'm also really impressed by, even beyond the things that you may see, is on the outside, is the stuff that is happening behind the scenes, because the systems and the processes, all the stuff, the machinery that JP's got in place, man knows his stuff. So super impressive, and it's really a privilege to be here and be part of it.
What you have is a glimpse into the future of content. If you're watching this like on your TV right now, Think about what you just saw.
Hey family, guess what? The Content Creators University is a show that airs every single week, but I want to connect with you. I want you to go ahead and download my mobile application. If you have an iPhone, go ahead and download my app called JP Hightek TV right now onto your phone. If you have a TV, a smart TV, my app is also available on your Roku TV, right? Go ahead and download JP Hightek TV on your Roku TV or your Amazon Fire TV right now, and let's connect together, right? I want you to grow with me. I want us to grow together. If you love podcasts, I'm also happy to tell you that the Content Creators University is available syndicated across every podcast platform. Apple Podcasts, Audible, Google Podcasts, you name it, we are there. Spotify and all of that. Go ahead and download it, listen to it, and do me a favor. If you appreciate what we're doing, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Leave me a review on any of those podcast platform or mobile application platform. Let me know if any of the hard work that we're putting into this community, this broadcast, this podcast is helping you. If you appreciate all the amazing guests that we're bringing onto the platform to share their expertise with you. This is a lot of work, family, and I'm doing all this in order for you to be able to grow your business the right way, leveraging content creation. Thanks so much, and if you appreciate what we do, go ahead as well subscribe to the YouTube channel JP Hightek Reviews. Follow me personally if you want to connect with me on all social media, and the handle is @JP Hightek. I love connecting. Like I always say, network is the new currency. So I want to see you online, I want to connect with you, and I want to hear from you. Let's grow together. Be safe, like I always say. See you next time. Shalom. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, family? And welcome to another episode of the Content Creators University. I'm excited. I'm excited because of our guests. Today, we're talking something that is dear to my heart, is understanding that whenever we're creators or small business owners, there's a lot of things that we go through, but we need to learn from each other's experiences, right? How do we do certain things? How do we overcome certain adversities? And how do we keep the motivation going? How do we keep pushing, right? Despite of those adversities. And we have a professor, because every single guest is a professor. So we have Professor Laurel Clark backstage. In a little bit, she'll be with us, but the way we do it is every single time we have the news. If you're new to the platform, I want to welcome you to the Content Creators University. I am your humble servant, JP. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a global branding and media expert. What I do is help entities, individuals, small business owners, or corporation build a premium brand, right? I'm also the CEO and founder of a media agency called Perfect Zone Productions, LLC. We're based in Tennessee. However, we service the entire United States, even outside of the United States. So if you're looking at me right now, or you listen to this, you're like, hey man, I really wonder how he's doing all of this. That's what we do. We help you level up. We help you impact, literally destroy the competition, leveraging live video, graphic design, web design, photography, videography, right? And having a premium brand so you can charge more for your services and your solutions that you have. So very, very important. If that's what you're interested in, I'm your humble servant, and I'll be more than happy to connect with you. Now, if you're new, I also want to encourage you to go ahead and smack that subscribe button, right? Subscribe to this channel on YouTube. If you're watching this anywhere else, come to YouTube, look for the channel called JP Hightek Reviews. If you're listening to this, JP Hightek Reviews is a channel. Come and subscribe, and let's grow together, right? Our motto here is create, impact, innovate, right? Technology is a platform that is always growing, always innovating, right? So we need to grow together. You could be the smartest person in the room in 2022, and then in 6 months later, not so much, right? Because you didn't keep yourself rooted to the changes, to the new things. I always say the day you stop learning, you stop growing. So we want to grow together, we want to learn together, and we want to impact the world together, right? So like I said, one thing that we do here is we talk about the news, what's new in the Content Creators University, right? We're about to talk about the news. Once we're done with the news, then we'll bring our guest onto the stage and dive into the conversation. So don't go anywhere. Stay with me. We'll be right back right after this.
This is Todd.
Hi.
This is Todd's mom.
Hi.
In a moment, Todd's mom will read her son's internet browsing history.
What?
Aloud, please.
No.
Supermodels on trampolines.com. Why don't girls like me? How to overcome an overbearing mother.
Okay, cut.
If you wouldn't want mom looking through your web history, why would you let hackers, ad companies, or your internet and cellular provider do the same thing?
Why does my junk burn?
They can track and record everything you do online, but not if you have ExpressVPN.
Why did you buy a $200 ninja outfit?
For fighting.
ExpressVPN apps keep your activity and identity private while you browse, stream, email, or download. Protect all of your devices with just one click.
Are my hands small?
Okay, I'm done. You guys are all terrible people.
ExpressVPN. Take back your privacy today.
Ooh.
Content Creators University presents Creators Unleashed Act 2. A 2-day power-packed free virtual conference to teach you all the secrets to growing your business with content creation. This is for coaches, teachers, students, leaders, entrepreneurs, videographers, graphic designers, YouTubers, podcasters, beauty professionals, bloggers, social media strategists, artists, music composers, authors, anybody that uses technology today needs to show up to this event. This is taking place November 17th and 18th from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grab your free ticket today by going to contentcreatorsuniversity.com/conference. Seats are filling up fast. It's first come, first served with 10 power-packed speakers. JP Hightek, Tanya Smith, Kirk Nugent, Toy Sweeney, Monty Weaver, Carissa Jennings, Troy Sandage, Pierre Quinn, Jeff Barch, Jermaine Freeman. Creators Unleashed Act 2 in partnership with our official sponsor, Ecamm Live. You do not want to miss this. This will be fire. All right, you guys heard it. Look at that. My technology doesn't want to show you guys what I have right there on my screen. It's all right, family. So we're talking about this conference, which is Creators Unleashed, major event taking place November 17th and 18th. 2022. Family, you want to show up there if you really want to get all the secrets that are out there onto how to build the business side of, creating content, right? If you're a creator and we just listen to the ad. A creator is literally anybody that's putting something into existence. So if you're a professional and you're using technology in any capacity, you want to show up there, right? And you want to go ahead and register. Big shout out to our official sponsor, which is Ecamm Live, that's allowing this event to be 100% free. However, you have to register. If you don't register, you will not be able to join this conference. We have 10 amazing speakers. Again, the place to go is, contentcreatorsuniversity.com/conference, right? Go there, register. The things we're going to be talking about are, the power of content marketing strategy, right? You need to know how to market your content, have a strategy. How do you implement that, right? Things we're about to learn there. The power of building a successful community. How can you build a successful community and leverage that to grow your business, right? Creating a business with your content, right? What type of content you're creating? Do you even understand how to build a business surrounding that so you can have those branding deals, right? So if you're wondering, I'm not making money from my content, well, there's a way to build a business around that. We're about to teach you that during the conference, right? How to drive business engagement with live video. How do you do that? Live video literally destroying everything today, right? So how do you leverage that to grow your business? Well, there's a strategy to the madness. Come and register how to position yourself as an expert. The fact that you're telling people that you are an expert doesn't mean people are actually going to listen to you. So how is it that you position yourself so people actually pay attention, want to listen to you, and want to spend money with your brand, right? And
Well, we're talking serious return on investment. That's what we're talking about, right? Know your worth and charge your worth as an influencer, right? Do you actually understand the nuances, and do you position yourself properly so you can actually charge what you are worth so people can buy your product and services, making money with a premium brand? Do you have a brand or just a business? And do you know how to position your brand so that you can make money from that, right? And also how to grow your business with your story. You have a story. There's a way to tell your story so people can pay attention. Not every part of your story should be told, by the way. So how should you tell your story? And what's the best way to position your brand, leveraging your story, right? And your brand image matters. It matters, family, right? We're about to talk about that and ways to overcome failure mindset as an entrepreneur. This is fully loaded, family. 2 days, jam-packed of things that's going to allow you to destroy the competition this coming year. Show up. Again, the place to go is contentcreatorsuniversity.com/conference. Go and register. And talking about our sponsor, like I mentioned, is Ecamm Live, right? So I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Ecamm Live. If you don't know what Ecamm Live is, that's what I'm using right now as an encoder to encode this live stream out to you guys. And Ecamm is the leading live streaming and video production, software built just for Mac, right? You need a Mac to use it. I know Windows. Yeah, I love Windows as well, but hey, Ecamm is just for Mac, right? So go ahead and get Ecamm today. Now, if you want to try it out, you can definitely get yourself a free 15-day trial. Just go to bit.ly/Ecamm Live free. bit.ly/Ecamm Live free. No strings attached. Try it out. See how you like it. And if you like it, well, keep it, right? I love it. That's why I use it every single time. If you're wondering how am I doing some of the things that I'm doing right here. So we have our community, family. If you want to join a community, a private community of like-minded people, well, join the community right now. Just go to the website, contentcreatorsuniversity.com. This is not a private Facebook group, family. This is a true private community, right? That we as creators, as business owners, entrepreneurs, right? Like-minded people, we come together, we grow together, we learn things together, we evolve together, right? There are certain conversations that can only be held behind closed doors, and is in these type of places that you can have hold those conversations. So if you're interested, again, go and join the community today, contentcreatorsuniversity.com. Join for free today, all right? And now, of course, as I always say every week, this show is both listeners and sponsors supported, which is why we have to talk about our sponsors, because they're allowing us to do what we're doing here every single week, right? And one of those is ExpressVPN. So shout out to ExpressVPN for sponsoring the season 4 as well. They were with us season 3. They're still with us now. Thank you, ExpressVPN, for sponsoring this. And if you don't know, you can get, if you're just a viewer or follower of JP Hightek, you can go to our unique URL, which is expressvpn.com/JP Hightek. Okay. If you go there, you will see, it will clearly say get 3 months free, right? With a 12-month plan, limited time offer for JP Hightek viewers. Excited, family. So go ahead. Again, the website is expressvpn.com/JP Hightek. Protect your digital assets, right? Protect yourself against any potential hacks or anything. Now, some folks always ask me, JP, how is it that you are able to broadcast simultaneously to TV, to your Roku TV application, to Amazon Fire TV, to your website? Well, I'm using a solution called RTN Streams. And RTN Streams is a solution that I'm using, but also a sponsor on this platform, right? All you have to do is go to rtnstreams.com today. Go check it out. That's what I'm using. And shout out to all of you guys that are watching the show right now in your home. I appreciate your support. All of those of you that are leaving reviews, downloaded the application, welcoming us in your home. I am honored. Thank you so much for what you do. We appreciate it. And we are just getting started, right? We're growing. There's so much more coming. And finally, if you want to connect personally with JP Hightek, with me, go to my website, jphightek.com, HIGHTEK.com, and see how me and my team can help you level up, right? Help you create that premium brand so you can impact the world. So now we're about to talk about bringing our guests onto the stage, right? Are you ready for that? Hopefully you're ready. Grab your notebooks, whatever you have. We're about to dive into her story, Laurel Elizabeth Clark, right? I called her Laurel Elizabeth because, she is now a friend as well. So without further ado, we're about to bring her to the stage right after this. Don't go anywhere, family. is about to be good. We'll be right back. All right, all right, all right. Hello, Laurel. How you doing today?
Good. Hi. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I am so honored that you've accepted our invitation and you made time because I know you're busy, and especially this season. And we're here today for the folks that are like, oh man, who is this amazing person just JP's excited about? Please take a minute, introduce yourself, tell them what makes you so amazing so they can learn more about you.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody. My name is Laurel Clark, and I am a professional makeup artist. I graduated from the Academy of Makeup Arts in 2012 here in Nashville, and I have been doing makeup ever since. I love it. I am very creative. I love beauty. I love finding the beauty that's inside of us and not just on the outside. And so that's why I love doing makeup.
All right, all right. So I'm looking at your website, and you have so much going on here. You have a whole lot of, amazing photos about your work, of course, because you've done this. If you listen to the podcast, you need to hop on YouTube and come and check it out. Right? She has amazing work, and you became a friend because you ended up working with my company as well, and you became a part of the internal team. Before we get into all the nitty and gritty of how you got here, how you're able to do all this amazing stuff. We want to learn to know you a little more, right? A little better in a fun way. So the first question I have for you, Laurel, is if you were a superhero or if you had superpowers, who will it be or what will it be and why?
I'm not a huge superhero fan, but I always loved Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man because I'm a huge love story fan, and there was always one in a movie. So I love Spider-Man, and I love how he always is saving somebody, and in a second he can be somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how you don't always know that he's in the room. And sometimes I wish I had that superpower. So yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, being stealth. Sometimes you don't always want people to know or see you coming, right? They don't see you and bam, and there you are. Yeah, I love Spider-Man as well. I'm not gonna get started because I'm a huge superhero fan. My kids, they love superheroes. So hey, daddy needs to love it as well. So next question I have for you is okay. So if you were to meet your 15-year-old self, Laurel, when she was 15, and you had one advice to give her, what will it be and why?
I would probably say follow the desires of your heart, because I was always wanting to please my parents. I wanted to make them proud. And I ended up going to college, which is great, but I ended up quitting college because it wasn't a desire of my heart. And it was a desire of their heart. And so, and then right after I quit college, I went to makeup school, and I wish I would have just totally skipped college, wasted money, and pursued what I was created to be, and was happy, And when I went to school, some things happened there that weren't great, but it was because I don't feel like it was where I was supposed to be.
Whew, that's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep because in what you just said is purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Following the purpose for which you've been created. If you're walking outside of purpose, there's a whole lot of things that will happen to you that weren't supposed to have necessarily happened to you in the way they happened to you, right? And so knowing your purpose, accepting your purpose, right?
Great.
is truly the best way to live life. So that is deep. So thank you so much for sharing that. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Yeah, that is powerful. Now, if you had the power to speak to the whole world, Laurel, the entire earth, and you had one message, what would that message be and why?
Ooh. I would say probably similar to what I just said, which was, you know, God created us with purpose. Before we were even born, He put everything inside of us that we would need to do the plans that He has for us, and to not hold back and to not get caught up in fear or listening to different people's ideas, but following God's ideas that are inside of you. And even though when you are, you know, when God puts something in front of you and it's a new idea, it's his idea. And sometimes you don't know how you're even going to do it, but deep down is everything you need, is the blueprints.
It is true. You don't always know how, but it's been already, deposited inside of you. See, you're not called to figure it out. You're
That's
simply
right.
called to have faith and walk in something that's have already been established, right? But you just had to believe through faith and walk through it, and everything will unfold in front of you. A lot of time we just don't have faith, which is why, you know, we are unable to walk in the right way and see everything unfold in front of us. That you're really deep. You're saying a lot of deep stuff, and
I can be a deep person, but when it comes to like what you're called to be or what your business is, I feel like it's always deep.
yeah, I love it. Right, I love it, and we just need to take time to soak everything up. So I want to give a shout out to all the folks that are joining us. A shout out to you guys in the comment section. Don Howard, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. He said, "Hey JP, I love what you do. I love you." Being here supporting as well. Thank you so much. It is an honor. And look at that. We have Silverhead Fitness. What's good? Much joy to you as well. Abundance to you and the family. We appreciate you guys being in the comment section. We have people from all over the place, from Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of that. Thank you guys for supporting. If you have any question while we're having our conversation, do not hesitate to ask. So now, Laurel, we're going to go ahead and dive into this, right? So you just said that you are a makeup artist, and of course you shared a little bit that you went to college a little bit and then you decided to leave college. Can you take us back there? When you were leaving college, did you always knew you were going to be a makeup artist, or how did you end up becoming a makeup artist is the question.
Yeah, so I always loved beauty. I loved hair. I loved makeup. And I was always the girl in college that was cutting everybody's hair, doing everybody's makeup. And I just loved it. And I always saw myself being in some kind of cosmetology school, but just didn't know how I was going to get there. And so when college, wasn't going great and I didn't like it, and I was just like, I just don't feel like this is what I'm called to do. Um, I finally just had a moment where I was like, I need a break. So I decided to just say, "Hey, mom, dad, I'm taking a break from college." And so I came home and I just told my mom, I'm like, I want to pursue what I really want.
Mm.
And that's how it happened. But I always loved makeup, beauty. And I was that girl that was like, if you couldn't afford to get your makeup done, it was me. That would.
That's good. That's good. I like it. If you can't afford it, call me, right? Of course, not anymore today. You've grown so much, and you're really doing amazing things, right? I'm always impressed by your work. And I personally love your work. Everybody knows. If you follow me on social media, you know that I love Laurel's work, and she's just phenomenal. But being an entrepreneur or a small business owner is not an easy thing, right? And because there's a lot of folks that have passions, have desires, are willing to also take the leap like you did, but have an apprehension about it. did you just jump in, and was it everything you expected? If not, what were, the some of the disappointments that you've had along the way?
Yeah, so from the beginning, when I was in school, I was just very much like, what do I want to do with this? Like, what kind of makeup artist do I want to be? And
Hmm.
so I chose from the beginning that I wanted to have my own business, that I did not want to be the beauty counter makeup artist. I
Right.
did hours. You're just making minimum wage and you're just selling, beauty products. So from the beginning, I said, you know what? I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to start my own business and just see what happens. And so it wasn't always easy at first, especially because when I started, as soon as I graduated from makeup school, I got married. And so for a little bit there, we didn't have a lot of money. But I knew that I had to still stay on the path, and eventually it just grew and it grew and it grew. And a lot of it was the Lord too, just blessing my business and blessing me. And it was because I was doing what he's called me to do. And
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest disappointments I had though was, you you don't always know where you're going to live. And when you're in the makeup industry, you're building your clientele, you're building your clients where you live. And so when I finally got to this amazing place where I was booked every week, doing really well, and then my husband and I, the Lord moved us to Louisiana, and he asked me to lay my makeup business down. And
Wow.
that was really hard because I was like, what? I just spent like a whole year growing this and it's finally where I wanted it to be. I'm making money.
Hmm.
And I didn't do it for like a solid 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years. I didn't do any makeup and it was hard.
Obedience, right? It's better than sacrifice. My favorite book, the Bible says. And the reason why we're talking about this is there's a lot of people that have the desire, but they're like, I'm not sure if I can go through it, right? And
Mhm.
people learn from amazing experiences like yours. But the reality is not always easy. So here you are. Now you had to stop doing makeup for 2 years. How did
Mhm.
you get back doing it, right? Like,
Yeah.
tell us a little more.
Okay, so we moved back to Nashville after 2 years, and or not back. We moved to Nashville because we were in Knoxville before that. So we moved to Nashville. So I was starting completely over, and it was just like I felt like I was starting like yeah from the ground up. Like it was just like all new clientele. I had to get my name out there. But I just made a decision. I was like, no, this is what I want to be. Like, because I had opportunities where I could go to Ulta or I could go to Sephora.
Hmm.
Um, but I was just like, no, I don't want to be that. So I got online and I got on every single site you could think of that is for makeup artists to get makeup gigs. And that really helped. Um, and I just, would go out and I would try to get shoots. I would just do whatever I could. And it literally just, it took off again. And you just have to make that decision and you have to put the work in. And I learned from the beginning, you don't want to be the cheap makeup artist. So you have to, lower your prices at first to um, get those clients, but you never want
Hmm.
to be so low that people are like, I don't know if this girl is good. Um, but that helps you grow that portfolio and get to where you need to be.
What you're saying is very powerful, and I hope you guys are taking note, right? I hope you guys are. I'm looking here. We have about 300 people watching right now on YouTube. Thanks for you guys being here, and this is major. And this applies to any business that you may or may not have, right? Understanding the best places to list your services, right?
Mm.
Yes, when you're starting, lower your prices, like Laurel is saying, but also be careful not to be too cheap because perception is also important, right? If you're too cheap, and you say you can do all these amazing things, some
Mhm.
caliber of clientele will be wondering if this is legit, right? Wondering if this is actually worth it because of your price may not seem realistic for the type of delivery that you're promising. So that's very important. And also, like Laura, you're saying, you took the time, right, to list yourself in so many places that
Mhm.
can offer you more visibility for the type of services that you had to offer. And even though you had other opportunities, right, to work for other people, you still didn't take that opportunity. You still pushed your own company. And
Mhm.
so that's where, this conversation is leading to. And I wanted to ask you, what's your driving force? Like, what's your motivation? Because you shared it's not easy. You had to stop for 2 years, right? And you're trying to figure it out. And it wasn't cheap either. So
Right.
what kept you going? And what gave you the encouragement, even though you understand you didn't want to work for anybody else, but there's a lot of people
Right.
that don't want to do that, but find themselves having to do that because of money and all that. How did you keep going?
I believe that like every person has their why. You've got to have your why for your business, why you do what you're doing. And for me, it's not just showing up and doing makeup. It's being in somebody's life for an hour right before an important, somebody's getting married or somebody's about to do a photo shoot for their brand or and you
Mhm.
get to be there in those moments with them that are very intimate. And I love being able to pour into them. I have women all the time just crying. And it's almost gotten to be a problem sometimes because I'm doing their makeup and they're just crying because God shows up and they see their value, they see their worth, they see their true beauty. And a lot of times I'm a listening ear to people. And that's why I want to do this. I didn't want to do it just to be, this amazing makeup artist, but I wanted to be a light. I wanted to be somebody to encourage them. We live in such a dark time and a
Mhm.
time where people are paying so much money to look younger and feel better. They'll pay anything to look better. And if you could just spend an hour with somebody and help them to see their true beauty and who they are and who they're called to be, it changes their lives.
Yes, it
And
sure does. Hmm.
that's what really helped me to keep going and to have my business because you can't always share that kind of stuff if you're working for somebody else.
See, you nailed it on the head right there. The limitations that you have when you work for somebody else are very, very real, right?
Yeah.
And you abide by certain set of rules, regulations, right? But if you work for yourself, you have that freedom, even though it's not easy. What I heard when you're speaking was, again, that purpose driving you, right? What is the true why for why you want to work for yourself? Because when everything goes south, when things are not going your way, that is what's going to keep you going. And that's what I heard. That's what kept Laurel going. That's what kept you going. Your why, and seeing the impact that you were making on people's lives. Because beyond the actual service, you're looking at the transformation that that's bringing, the change that that's bringing, how's that affecting your clients, and what testimony are they taking from their experience with you, which is everything, right? When you take time and think about all of that, you're like, oh snap, this is more than just providing a set of service.
Mhm.
This is a complete transformation, or this is actually impacting this person's life in the unique way. And I love that. Now, of course, I wanted to ask you, how do you network today? Like, how do you collaborate and grow your database? Because I always say that networking is the new currency today, right? Especially COVID taught us that the world is not what we think it is anymore. And so we need to leverage those network that we have so we can, keep growing and keep, being invited into certain rooms and have certain,
Mhm.
clients and being found and placed in front of certain people that we didn't know before. So how do you network? What's the secret, Laura?
Yeah, so I just really make sure that every single job I get, I go beyond the client. So every person that I normally work with has a photographer. So I'm going to get in contact with the photographer because normally I want to see the photos, see what the shoot was about, and I make sure to make that connection because normally I like their work, they like my work, and we just begin a relationship and then we work together beyond just that shoot. Because a lot of times I'm not on set or I'm not at the studio. And so I won't meet the photographer, but they're on Instagram. And on my contracts, I always have a place where I say, you know, who is your photographer? And so that way I can make sure that I have their information. And then obviously, you know, there's Instagram and there's all of the things online. But I think it's important if you're a makeup artist that you're always getting, because it's the easiest way, you know, if your client's working with somebody. So
Yep. That's true. That's true, right? Leveraging what you already have and the extension of the connection you have and really use it. That's the thing, right? Use it. And also, there are certain things that you will say are some learning curve, right? That allows you to really improve your communication surrounding your businesses. If you were to say, hey, here are the areas that I believe I'm learning in or I'm improving. And I really want people to also pay attention to that because that will really help their business. What are those areas you will say today?
Let me think on that. Some areas I would say one of the things I'm learning is that you have to keep up with what is current, you know, and a lot of times, like JP, you've told me this, you know, you're like, your Instagram, you got to post, girl, you know, and I'm like, it's true though, you know, you got to be current. And right now, if you're in the makeup world, it was just, you know, you're posting your pictures and you're posting your reels, but now what's the current thing is you post a bunch of photos really fast on a reel. And it's like there's something new all the time and you have to stay up with what's current and what's, you know, what people like to see. And the days of just, you know, posting a picture on Instagram are not here anymore. And so it's important that you know what's current and what people like. Even though
I love that.
if you don't like posting and you might need to hire somebody, which I need to do.
See, family, that's why we invited Laurel for this specific subject because as creators, as small business owners, we have to be real, right? We have to be honest and be down to earth. We don't know everything, right? We may have successes and different things, but we are also learning certain things. We also have areas that we want to improve, right? Nobody's perfect, but also that empowers you knowing that, oh, these are areas that I'm not all savvy. I'm not the best in, right? And because once you identify the areas of potential improvement, you're going to pay attention to that, right? Or you're going to do what Laura just said. You're going to hire somebody that's going to empower that aspect of your business so that you can have the strength and not leave money on the table, like we always say, right? We don't want to leave that money on the table. And one thing that I love that you said, Laurel, is understanding technology, right? We live in a world where technology is everything, right? Technology is controlling our lives, right? Whether it's business, private life, you name it, technology is ahead of everything. And if we do not understand technology, because you do have folks that really do not really feel they should care about it, that's what we're talking about. And technology really, really will help your business, right? So leverage that. Now, Laurel, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What would you say? Let's talk about happy stuff now. What would you say is one major success you've had? What was the best day as a small business owner ever since you had it for you? Just share that story with us.
Yeah. So I would say so it was actually when I had just started over and I'm here back in Nashville. And that year I got hired to work with the NFL. So that was a really cool thing. And I got to work with a lot of celebrities and just it was just cool because they found me, you know, and it wasn't through somebody telling them, but they found me directly. And I just felt like, wow, you know, it's paid off and I had to start over, but here I am, you know?
Yes. See, those are things that can happen, right?
Yeah.
If she hadn't put herself out there the way she did, if she didn't have faith the way she did, if she didn't keep pushing the way she did, she wouldn't have had that day where celebrities are calling, NFL, all that, and here she is living the dream, right? Which is amazing. So what I want us to do right now, take a quick ad break, and when we come back, I want you to share with us specifically what type of services do you offer, right? What exactly do you offer, and how can people actually work with you, the folks that want to work with you, and more of those fun stuff. So family, stay with me. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.
Yeah, Miss Luck. I'm so happy. I look so good, y'all. I'm crispy. All right, I'm crispy. I'm done. Listen, y'all. Oh my goodness. Life is a little dull sometimes, right? You can see my colors right now. My colors is a little dull. And sometimes you gotta bring a little bit more life to what you do. Look at me. My boy JP set me up with an amazing look. The process was incredible. Before he even sent it my way, he told me how my lighting should be. We got on a Zoom call. We went through all of the settings on the camera, made sure I'm white balanced properly, made sure my lighting was right. Even the foreground and background lighting, he made sure everything was crispy. He let me know what popped with my skin. He made me feel real good. Okay, he made me feel real good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He made me feel real good. And man, you guys can see going from 0, all right, to hero. Okay, like let me just dial it in just enough. He even gave me the number to dial it in on. Now, some of you may be asking, what in the heck is a LUT? Now, a LUT is all about getting that custom dial-in color grading that you need just for your custom look. It was important to me as I'm growing my YouTube channel, as I'm growing as a broadcaster, as I'm growing as a content creator. I wanted to make sure that all of my coloring was right and tuned in each and every single time I turn on the camera. Every single time I look into the camera and I'm doing a video, I want to make sure I look good. And if you are a content creator, you're going to want to have your own custom look. You don't want to just download one from the internet and you just put it in there and it looks kind of cool. You want to make sure you have something that's custom from you that no one else has, and my boy JP is the one who can make it happen for you. I'm so happy with my product. It's just incredible. Get it today. I'm overjoyed. It's just an amazing quality product, and I appreciate JP so much, man. You just don't know how amazing you are and how great this product is in this LUT. I'm so happy. I look so good, y'all. I'm crispy. All right, I'm crispy. I'm done. Yeah, just get with JP now. Just get with him now. That's it.
Welcome back, family. I'm so excited. Jay Dunn, he's a fun dude. And if you're looking to, create your own LUT, LUT is called look up tables, something that's used in cinematography to really make you look better than what you actually look like. So if you're looking for that, you want to have your own custom LUT, you need to have your own custom LUT because we all have a different skin tone, a different lighting environment, different setup, different color, foreground or background. All those things matter for you to actually pop, especially when you're doing live video. And if you want to have your own custom LUT created, go ahead and connect with me, JP Hightek, for example. If you're watching this right now, if you're listening up on YouTube, JP Hightek Reviews, and watch it, I'm going to take my LUT off my screen right now, right, and see my look. So here you go, right? This is what my camera actually looked like without my LUT, as you can see. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put my LUT back up, and as you can see, it makes me pop and like it was doing. And this is real. Like, this is stuff that I encourage everyone to have, and it just makes you look better than you would look. So we have been with Laurel Elizabeth Clark, and we've been talking about her journey as a creator and small business owner, in order to learn from her experience and see the do's and don'ts. A lot of folks have small businesses and they're wondering the best way to do certain things. And we've been learning a lot of things, right? Best way to position yourself, even when things are not going your way, how to keep the drive going, how to really keep pushing and keeping certain things in mind, like your purpose and all that. So I really, really love this conversation. Let me go ahead and bring Laurel back here so we can continue. Hey, Laurel, welcome back to the second phase of this interview, leading to the end of it. I can't believe we're almost at the end of this conversation. So one thing that I wanted to ask you is, of course, what type of services you specifically offer when it comes out to makeup, right? What do you do?
Yeah, so my biggest thing that I tell people that I offer is airbrush makeup. And it makes such a difference. It makes a difference in shoots. It makes a difference on set. It makes a difference on TV. There's a difference between just makeup and HD makeup. So you want your makeup to really look good, not just in person, but you want it to look good on camera. You want your photographer to not have to edit the photo so much. That's the goal. And so I tell people that what you see in person, you're going to see on the camera, and it's going to last. The greatest thing airbrush makeup is I don't have to stay. So I'm there for an hour, I leave, and you don't need touch-ups. And if you are like a really like oily person, you'll still look great 12 hours later. And so I offer airbrush makeup. I offer, all different types of makeup. I'm not, the scary type of makeup. That's not me. I don't offer any of that, but I do offer, just that really pretty, that glam or that natural look. But if you're looking for makeup for, just a shoot, or if you're going out with your friends, or if you're, having a family and you want to shoot, or, you're on TV or whatever. I offer all of it. And no matter who my client is, I treat you the same like I would somebody who's about to go on set, because it matters. And I want you to look good no matter what. So that's my heart on that.
Whew. I love it. It matters, right? It's not about how much you're getting paid. It's about your brand. That consistency in your brand matters, right? To focus on that and deliver high quality every single time. And family, I'm going to let you guys know. Laurel and I, we've worked on several projects with several clients, and she's 100% correct, right? She doesn't have to stay. She doesn't stay. Even whenever we're doing like a 4-hour shoot or an 8-hour shoot, the makeup looks the same. My clients are happy. I'm happy as the photographer. My team, we're happy. I mean, it doesn't look forced. And there's a lot of not throwing shade on any other makeup artists, but there's a lot of other ones that I've worked with that didn't deliver this quality of work, which is why we wanted to bring her over here so she can share, because she cares about the quality of delivery of her work, which is important. Now I wanted to, talking about that, I wanted to ask you, if you were to like start all over today, right? Let's say you were about to start the business from scratch today. What will be some of the things that you will have done differently, and how would you have done those things?
I would probably have not taken so long to start. I think sometimes when you're, starting your own business, you try to figure the whole thing out, and it stops you. It paralyzes you, because fear is a real thing sometimes, and it can totally paralyze you, and it holds you back. And so I think sometimes I would take too long, and even now, when there's something new coming out, and I'll be honest, like when the reels first came out, those terrified me, because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do it, And as a makeup artist, you have to do reels. People want to see your work, and but you figure it out, and you just give yourself room to grow, be patient with yourself, and don't give up. And if you need help, literally, you can Google, you can call somebody, and it's going to work out, because the truth is this: if you're called to do it, you can do it.
If you're called to do it, you can do it. And guys, Laura's dropping so many gems, and I've been taking note the entire time, right? Reels, literally, reels means showing the real aspect of how you do what you do, right?
Yeah.
That people buy in if you can really show them. This is how I go from A and end up to this result. Bam. You've just shared an aspect of your work that people will connect with. And now they'll believe you. They'll respect you more because you've showed everything you had to go through to get to that, completion. So that's fantastic. Laurel, we've gone to the end of the conversation today. Thank you so much for taking the time to come here. We cannot let you go without you sharing with the folks that are listening or watching this right now. How can they connect with you socially? Or if they wanted to book you for anything, where should they go? Please let us know.
Yeah, so you can go to my website. It is makeupbylaurelelizabeth.com. And you can book me there. You can also go onto my Instagram, and it is Makeup by Laurel Elizabeth as well. And you can message me, and I'll connect with you there. You can also email me at info@makeupbylaurelelizabeth.com.
There we go, family. She said it. It is, if you're watching it, you can see it on the screen. If you're listening to it, as she said, makeupbylaurelelizabeth.com is the main place to go. You have her contact information and everything right there. And if you want to connect with her socially, it's still the same name, Makeup by Laurel Elizabeth, right? Connect with her socially. We'll be good to go. Laura, thank you so much. It is an honor that you took the time to share your experience, your background, your expertise, your do's and don'ts, all that with us today. Please don't go anywhere. Stay backstage as I go ahead and close with everybody here, and I'll be right back with you. Thank you again.
Thanks.
All right, family. So we've gotten to the end of this episode. As you can see, Laurel spent the time with us, and she shared, right, the things that we needed to know from her background. And actually, this is so inspiring because this shows you that when you have the will and you have the motivation and you really believe in your purpose and you keep going, things change. There's a better day, right? And I hope this encouraged somebody out there because it did encourage me as a small business owner myself, right? We always have those days where we have those disappointments, but we also have those wins, right? And if you find yourself in a place where you truly know that you don't belong and there's something in your heart for you to start, like Laurel said, just start, right? Just go. Don't take so long to just start. Take the time to learn the technology, she said, right? Because the technology will help you, and really go run with it. Hopefully you guys appreciated this. If you do, family, do not hesitate, right, to go ahead and smack the subscribe button on YouTube to our channel. The name is JP Hightek Reviews. Like the video if you appreciate it, wherever you are. Turn the bell icon if you're on YouTube. And of course, we will see you again next time for another episode. You be safe. We'll be back next week with another amazing guest. Take care, family, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Content Creators University presents Creators Unleashed Act 2. One of the speakers during the conference will be Tanya Smith. Tanya is a video strategist and business coach who works with coaches and course creators to amplify their voice and embrace their face on video so they can stand out online, serve more people, and sell more of their services.
Hello, my name is Tanya Smith, and I'm the founder and CEO at Get Noticed with Video and Chief Video Strategist at Stream Like a Boss TV. I am super excited and so thrilled to be a VIP keynote speaker for the upcoming Creators Unleashed Act 2. This is going to be a phenomenal event you will not want to miss. It takes place November 17th through the 18th from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be talking about how to drive business engagement with live video, and there will be several other incredible speakers in attendance and participating as well. You will not want to miss this, so I'm telling you, go ahead and get your seat right now because it's limited seating, it's free admission, but it's first come, first serve. So you'll want to head right now to contentcreatorsuniversity.com/conference. Again, that's contentcreatorsuniversity.com/conference. Come get the secrets to growing your business with content creation, and I hope to see you there.
Creators Unleashed Act 2, in partnership with our official sponsor, Ecamm Live. You do not want to miss this. This will be fire.